Hello. I'm gonna make this a short. Um, I'm posting this on 12 a.m. Sunday. Yeah. Mhm. Anyways, there was supposed to be a video that I made on Friday, but I forgot. And yeah, now it's Sunday. I posted the one that I made last week, but I posted it yesterday. Yeah. And I procrastinated, so I'm doing this now, but I will get the hang of this. Um all right, so yeah. So yeah, first week of school just passed and I am in for a lot. I'm in for a lot, especially in maths. And today was my first extra class and honestly it was pretty chill, but I came an hour late, so number 1, I need to get the basics down, and then I'm bad at listening, so I wasn't really listening, paying much attention. Like I was definitely looking at what she was writing, writing it down, trying to hear what she said, but like I'm a bad listener. So with my teacher, at the extra class, so I have to, number 1, just catch up with the basics, and then I'm gonna have to just deconstruct everything that we did there. And yeah, tomorrow I need to do Monday homework. Yeah. So yeah, what can I say? Mm, I don't know what I can. I don't know. I don't know what I can say right now. Anything that's like super deep or whatever. Not like I. Not like that's the goal to just always just say something super deep and just look introspective. But just be real. Just be real. But whatever, I guess I'll just after the extra class, right? My pops came home with my mother and my baby sister, and the car was outside, and yeah, the and we all went out, and I had bought I bought chips for the day, but then I regretted buying them, so I told myself and my friend that after extra class I'm gonna go and see if I can return these and get a banana. And yeah, when after the extra class I went to go and got a refund, not a full refund because the guy scammed me over 1 rand, and I was too uh just out. I didn't pay attention, and yeah, 1 rand. You trying to scam me? Okay. But yeah, I got a banana, and so basically, yeah, I told that to my parents, because they were waiting outside, so I had to tell them that I went to go do something, and then I came back, and then they told me, yo, can you like refill like these 2 liters with like purified water from like the spa, and I was like, man, like I didn't like my friends and classmates were still there, so like I didn't want to walk with like full 2 bottles and go, and obviously going there to refill with water and then coming back. Like yes, it was embarrassing, and but like I wasn't, like, hey bro, it's so embarrassing, why you guys trying to embarrass me, but obviously I was reasonable. I feel like I was reasonable for just being like, I don't want to cross 3 streets to this shop in front of all my classmates holding 2 bottles, though, you know. But yeah, it's not like, no, I wanted to scratch myself. My hand was in a different place, so let me just switch. Uh, um, so, um, so I'm at a point where like, ish, can't you just bring the car there? And my pop said, nah, I can't. And I was confused, like, wouldn't it just be easier, like, you drive the car there and then we can just go? I don't have to walk all the way back again. So I was confused. But then they were like, Ayo, just carry the bottles in your bag. And so I was like, oh, I guess, yeah, I can go. So yeah, I went back and then I came back and yeah, I got in the car and stuff. And I'm sitting in the front with my baby sister, right? And my pops is like, "Yo, the battery died because your baby sister kept playing with the lights." And I was like, "Is that so?" And and like we were stuck there, and I wasn't trying to avoid, but I was just trying to not. I wasn't trying to, but let me just say, I wasn't thinking about it too much, because I wasn't trying not to think about it. I just wasn't thinking about it too much because I knew that, like, two options, we, two and a half options, I guess. Option one and a half is Pops calls someone to come and, I don't know, jumpstart the battery or something, whatever needs to be done, or just stop someone on the road, which is the half part. And second option, ask my classmates to help me push the car. I knew that was a possibility, so, like, again, I wasn't avoiding, but I was just not thinking about it. But yeah, my pops just was like, "Yo, bruh." He didn't say bruh, but, like, it was like, "Yo, the battery is dead, and you know what, we need to do." And I was like, "Yeah, we need help pushing." And he was like, "Yes, I understand. Yeah, yeah, but I don't want, like," he said, like, would it, like, I forgot what word he used, like something like, would it taint you or disdain you or something like that. And I've grown a lot in terms of self confidence, and look, self confidence, and just, being, and just existing around my peers and stuff. And so, like, I was just like, I was just like, I said that it's not like, I know that it's not like they're gonna think less of me, you know. Ultimately, it just needs to be done. And so like, I'm just like, "Nah, don't worry, pops. I'll call for help." And I just sit for 15 to 20 seconds, and, just sitting there, you know. I wasn't like, "Oof, man, this is gonna be embarrassing. I'm about to do this." But I was just like, all right. Like, I wasn't. There was no internal dialogue. Usually, there's internal dialogue with me in situations like that, but it wasn't internal dialogue. It was just emotion and just processing, you know, like processing how, like, alright, I'm about to ask my classmates to come help, and I'm about to, like, um I'm about to be vulnerable, I guess, but also just thinking, bro, even if they try to look down on you, like, this is just life, man. This is just a hiccup, man. Like, I'm pretty sure. No, okay, no, no. The engine was not struggling. I even asked my mother while after we got it started, right? I was like, "Yo, the problem is just the battery died. It's not really the car, right?" And she was like, "Yeah, right." And so, like, I was like, "Bro, even if they tried to look, well, in my mind, while processing, I was just like, even if they were trying to bring me down, or think less of me after this, like, it's not like the cows and my pops was trying to rev the engine, and it was like like, and the engine was struggling or anything. Like, the engine, like, there was no problem. It was just a dead battery. So, like, just processing that and just being like, "Bro, calm down," you know. So yeah, I got out of the car. I just, like, stepped out of the car in a motion of, like, not thinking. I was thinking, but, like, basically I didn't overthink. Basically, I just got out the car. My elbow is on the door, and I'm just like, one of my friends, he's like a tall black just tall, dark, and average looking. But like basically, he just one day in class he calls himself like the superior human or something, and I constantly just call him like superior male species as just a joke. And so like he's standing there, and I'm just like door my elbow on the door, and I'm just like superior male species. He looks behind, and I'm like, yo, come here, and I'm just like, yo, the battery died. Can you help me push? And he's like, sure. And he goes to the car, and I'm like, okay, we might need more help. And then I'm like, and then I call my girlfriend's ex. What? I call, I call my ex girlfriend's brother, cause he's cool, he's chill. There's no bad blood or nothing. I call my ex girlfriend's brother, and I'm like, yo, we need help pushing the car. But then superior male species is just like, yo, bro, we don't need help. Like, we got this. And I'm like, all right, let's try. And yeah, we pushed it for like 2 seconds, and it started. And yeah, and it was kind of awkward. I called my ex girlfriend's brother, and I'm like, and then like, all right, we actually didn't need your help. And so I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? So then we dip. Yeah. And like, and as we start driving, my parents like, obviously I'm antisocial. I'm, yeah, and an introvert and everything, and socially anxious. So my parents like, they started hyping me, and they were like, wow, I didn't know you were so cool, like you went out there and you were just like, yo, come help and everything, and I appreciated the glaze, what I'm saying. And yeah, yeah, it shows I've come a long way in terms of social interactions. Even my mom was like, that's how you react in times of crisis, you're calm. And yeah. And I just like value the way my pops approached asking, right? He was just like, I understand that, like, I understand that, this is not an ideal position for you to be in, especially in front of your friends. And you have the choice to ask your friends for help, and I'm considering your emotions and stuff. And he didn't even do it in a way that was like, listen, I know this might be a little embarrassing, but you're gonna have to consider it. He wasn't even like that. He purely was concerned about just how I felt about the situation, and he was proud of me. And yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was today. I'm admiring how I look right now, even though I have tons of like dark spots and stuff. Anyways, yeah, I said this was gonna be short, but it wasn't because I talk a lot. Also, I did this with my Jurag, and I like it. I like it. I'm kind of having a crush on myself right now, and let me not continue that sentence, but I'm kind of crushing on myself right now. I remember like seeing a past video that I uploaded, and I remember rewatching it on my phone because I thought I deleted. No, I didn't. I think I explained this already. Excuse me. Okay, I'm realizing I did not explain this, not on camera. Anyways, I just explained it in my head. But basically, my original plan was just to upload and then delete the videos from my phone so that in case anyone goes to my phone, they don't see squat. But basically, I have two galleries on my phone because it's a freaking Hisense. It's like it's Hisense Files or something, and then it's Google Photos. So I deleted it on Files, but it was still on Photos, and I went on Photos and I saw it there, and I was just rewatching, and I kind of started crushing on myself a little, which I view as kind of healthy. But so yeah. Anyways, yeah. Mm, I'm going to write in my journal now because I procrastinated and and I watched way too much YouTube, so I'm gonna go journal to like free my mind of the thoughts I procrastinated from. Yeah. Song of the day is Juna by Claro. I don't know if I'll make that a thing, but it's the song of the day. You know.